What's up, guys? And we continue with episodes of Healthy Believable Matters. Last time looked at Baby Reindeer, both in preparation for SAG Awards this weekend, and also wanted to be looking at some TV shows, but I'm going to switch back to movies for a little bit. And continuing the vein of controversial, and Baby Reindeer is kind of controversial given the stuff related to like the real person and the, Netflix suits and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of other kinds of controversy going on during award season, what is the most controversial movie in award season? Wink. We're gonna do Emilia Perez next. And FYI, I'm not gonna be covering the controversy that Gascon has, opened up. I'm not trans. I'm not gonna be covering trans rights. I'm not going to be whether or not the songs are good or like all that kind of stuff related to the controversy of this movie, which personally I did like. I saw it a while ago before all this controversy came spilling out. I almost think the controversy is related to just how many awards it was nominated for, and then you get backlash to that. But either way, that's not what this is going to be about. What I want to do is cover the central relationship, romantic, of the show, which deceptively is Emilia Perez and Jessi. And more on that in a little bit. First of all, is it healthy? On some level, no. Because it is clear that this isn't who Emilia Perez was before, is not who she really is. She wants to be a woman. And who Jessi was before with her then husband is really not who she is either. She wants the freedom with Gustavo. She wants the passion with Gustavo. In the same way Emilia Perez wants the authenticity of the work that she's doing over the course of the movie, not, being a drug leader, what she was before, and feels more authentic with Epifania, the lover she takes for the bulk of the movie on her side. And there's also some elements of anger issues, of when Emilia Perez tries to keep Jessi from leaving and tries to slip into elements of control, which isn't good. But having said all of that last song that they sing together when Jessi realizes who Emilia Perez is so beautiful and feels so real, and also exudes this history that is beautiful in a way neither character may or have truly appreciated back then. And on some level, it feels like it's an acknowledgement that because both characters, on some level, to be their true selves. Jessi had the affair with Gustavo while they were still married, and Emilia Perez obviously became Emilia Perez. But they were both doing these things to be free and authentic away from each other, when they probably could have done those things with each other. What happens if Emilia Perez had told Jessi that she wanted to be a woman? And what happens if from that level of authenticity on her side, that maybe the passion could have come back on Jessi's side? One will never know. But the song they sing suggests that the basis of their relationship was one on health and love and a connection that they'll always have with their kids. And this is also where we get into the believability section. It feels like a message to people telling them to be their true selves. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship in which you feel like you have to lie. You don't want to be in a relationship in which you feel like you are not fully unencumbered. But it's suggesting, I think, that in the haste in which both characters made their decisions of running away from each other, they both now realize that that's a mistake. Because I think in terms of Emilia Perez and Epifania, I think where they're concerned, they were at least like relatively healthy, but it's new. Like, on some level, we would have to see more to see how that would progress. And Jessi is now realizing that, as one often does, unfortunately, when it comes to extremely exciting pseudo-dominant figures like Gustavo, their other side is deep anger and deep narcissism that now she's realizing she should have appreciated what she had when she had it. And on Emilia Perez's side, the fact that, I mean, that's what the plot of the movie. She seeks out Rita to help reunite her with Jessi and her kids because she misses them. She did the procedure to get her freedom, but misses her family. And that feels believable. I'm going to give it a blue. That we might be moderately unhappy in our relationships and run from them in order to be fully alive, but in doing that, we may seek out people or circumstances that then we realize are worse than what we had. And I mean, like, it doesn't necessarily have to lead to death, and, and I think some of the other elements, like the bribery, the controllingness of, you know, on Emilia Perez' side of trying to keep Jessi from leaving, and the fact that Jessi, like, did cheat on her marriage, like, you know, back in the past, like, none of that's good. But there's an acknowledgement there in that final scene of regret. And then immediately followed by the consequences. Where that leads with regards to, you know, trans rights, or where that leads to in terms of Mexican culture, I don't know, because I'm not connected to either one of those, and I do not feel qualified to talk on those things. But there does feel like there's a message there saying to be yourself and to be alive, and that matters, but maybe you can do that whilst also telling the truth to those who really love you, or at least in which you have enough of a basis to maybe build on that with the authenticity. And that matters for people to see. If you can see that whilst also wading through the unfortunate controversies that exist around the movie right now. It's not a perfect movie, and characters certainly make mistakes in it, but there in the end it feels like there's a realization that, damn, we really did make mistakes, and I wish we had done it differently. Anyway, we will continue with more movies next time, and I'll probably be back in my original location at that point as well, but
Oh, come on!
watch things with your brain on when you watch them. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Alright. Hope you all enjoyed watching. See you all next time. Cheers.